Hey guys, my name is Jen Crowder, and I wanted to thank you for taking your time out to find out what coaching is. And by checking out this group, we know that you guys are definitely interested in coaching and finding out a little bit more. So, first of all, we're so glad you guys are here. For those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Jen Crowder, like I said, and I wanted to share a little bit about my story and my journey as a coach, and then I'm going to share what coaching is. I got a friend over here. Today we're going to cover what coaching entails, the different types of coaches, because there's definitely something for everyone, what our day-to-day schedule is like, how we earn income, and obviously why we love doing it. So a little bit about me. I'm currently a 3-star Diamond Beachbody coach. I've been coaching for 18 months now, which is crazy to me. I'm so proud and amazed at what my team, Team Turbo Fit, has accomplished in such a short time. We are currently ranked in the top 100 out of 350,000 plus teams in Beachbody. And as you will hear from me, coaching has been a blessing in so many ways. I am a mom of 5 boys that range from the ages of 8 down to 3-year-old twins. And I was a second grade teacher when I started with Beachbody. So my journey starts after the birth of my twins. I was very overwhelmed. I was adding 2 new members to my already large family, and I was putting everyone else's needs first and completely forgetting about me. Now, don't get me wrong, being a mom is my greatest accomplishment of all times, and I'm so thankful that I get to be their mom, but a sense of who I was as a woman felt lost. I think so many moms, especially moms with multiple children, can completely relate to that. Not only was my identity distorted, but the way I felt physically had changed as well. After the birth of my other boys, I was easily able to just bounce back with a little work here and there. And, I had the energy to keep up with them. However, after the twins, it was a completely different story. I struggled even a year after having them to feel like me, to fit into my pre-pregnancy clothes. I was completely exhausted. I was so focused on everyone else's needs besides my own. And I really just felt distant from most of my girlfriends. I was overwhelmed with working full-time, raising a family, and just going through the motions of life. And in January 2014, my upline coach, Carly Wood, she reached out to me, asked me to join her Facebook challenge group, and I completely brushed it aside, saying, there's no time for this. But in March, a few months later, I knew something had to change. I was so anxious all the time, easily frustrated, beyond exhausted. I felt like I was just going to work, coming home, going to work, coming home. And I lost control over, just feeling, like myself. And I just was very unhappy. And that wasn't like me. I'm usually a very positive, just uplifting type of person. And I knew I wanted to be healthy for my boys. So I reached back out to Carly. I got started with my first program, Turbo Fire, and was placed in my first challenge group. I didn't really know what a challenge group was or how it worked, so I kind of stayed quiet. I wasn't posting in the group, but I instantly found myself craving the support, loving the accountability, loving the workouts, and I started noticing results. And most importantly, I loved being a part of a group of women that were empowering each other and not competing with each other, something that I had never experienced before. And my husband quickly started noticing my attitude and outlook on life was completely changing. So about that time, my coach Carly reached back out to me and asked me if I had ever thought about coaching. And I'm pretty sure I laughed out loud. I didn't even reply back to her message. I completely ignored it. But eventually I responded back and said, thank you, but I don't have time for that. I was a mom of 5 small boys. I worked a very demanding teaching job. Who has time for that, right? Or little did I know. So a week or 2 later, I was at church with my family, and the pastor was giving a sermon on using your gifts. And I just really was listening to it and reflecting on my life and where I am and what my purpose was. And, I knew I was changing lives at school and, raising 5 little boys, but there was something that was missing. And I just got goosebumps. I could, feel like the Lord's presence over me, like, Jen, listen, are you paying attention? And so after the sermon, I went home, I really reflected with my husband, and I had never felt so drawn to an opportunity in my life. So I started listening to different things on coaching and doing my own research and talking to my husband, who, guys, was completely skeptical. He was like, Jen, really? You are working nonstop. We have 5 boys. You're already overwhelmed. Like, you want to take something else onto your plate? But, guys, like, I really started feeling, I'm supposed to do this. Sorry, I've got a dog barking upstairs. So I began to wrestle with self-doubt. Can I really do this? Could I really help others? So I continued to pray for guidance, and everything just kept leading me in this scary, unknown direction. Now he's going to go bark. But I was fed up. I was ready. Somebody must be like walking in the front of my house. They're like my little bird dogs. I would no longer allow negative things in my life to spoil all the good things that I had. So at that moment, I chose to be happy. I chose to live with a purpose. And that moment was such a pivotal turning point for my life. And I'm so thankful that the initial fear that I had didn't hold me back, because this has been an incredible journey over the past 18 months. So basically, what is a coach? So why am I so excited about being a coach? Basically, we're our own brand reps for Beachbody. We enjoy using the Beachbody programs and products. We are all on our own fitness and health journey, so it doesn't matter if you're just starting out and you're not where you want to be, because believe me, we never are. We're always growing. Or if you've been on this journey for a while, you can start coaching at any time. Now, depending on your goals with this, there are different types of coaches. However, we all get signed up the same way, and the beauty of this is you can change whatever type of coach you want to be at any time, because guess what, guys? You're your own CEO. You get to make the decisions. You get to decide. So there is the discount coach. My mom and dad are both discount coaches. They have no desire to work the business. They just want to reap in the benefits of 25% off all programs and products. So think BJ's or Costco. It's a nice little extra bonus perk. You get to save money. Or you can be a part-time coach. This is what I started with. Like I said, I really wasn't sure what I was doing. I didn't really know what this coaching was, which is basically like a hobby coach. You're your own boss. You may run monthly challenge groups, which are support groups and accountability groups here on Facebook, and there's templates for those. There's so many resources, guys. Or a full-time coach, which basically means you get to work part-time hours, but you bring in a full-time salary. I was able to quit my teaching job this past June, which is crazy. I get to stay home with my boys, which I never thought that was a possibility for my family. And I've almost doubled my teaching salary, and bringing in a 6-figure income, is something that I didn't even see the potential for when I started. And your income continues to increase with the growth of your team, and it's completely possible if that's your dream, if that's what you want out of this. So I run TurboFit, which is a team of coaches. There's so many training resources that teach you how to grow, duplicate what we've done. You really get a ton of support, so you're not doing this alone. You get your upline coach, the person that brings you onto the team, all of the other coaches. It's really an amazing little coaching family. So I'm sure you guys are wondering, how does she juggle all of this? Especially, I built most of my business, working full-time, bringing work home. If anybody's a teacher, you know that it's nonstop. You're always bringing something home. And then in addition, having 5 small little boys. So let me first say that coaching is not something I do in addition to everything else I have on my plate. It is something that truly adds value to what I'm already doing. like I said, I built most of my business while working, having 5 boys, and literally carting them to and from baseball fields. I live there. So I am really strict with having a schedule because my family comes first. I devoted a small amount of time in the morning before the kids got up and while I was getting ready, blow drying my hair, makeup, bringing my laptop in. And then part of our job is being a product of the product. I mean, who doesn't love that your job requires you to work out? So I would either get my workout in during the day, on the weekends, or after the boys went to bed, and then finish up what we call our power hour. So basically, if you want to be a hobby full-time coach, if you have enough time, an hour a day, that you can, do it in one big chunk, or you can break it up into 30-minute increments, or 20 minutes here, 20 minutes here, 15, whatever. I mean, you're your own boss. You get to decide. You can get everything done how you want it, however it fits into your schedule. So basically, I check in with my challengers in my challenge group. I build relationships with people on social media. I invite others to join me on this incredible journey. And I have a schedule to follow so that I don't, allow distractions to take up my time. And guys, the amazing thing about this is that everything I do for Beachbody never seems like work. I sometimes, where my husband has to cut me off, or I have to cut myself off, or I could do this for hours and hours because it's seriously so much fun. And who can say that about their job? So now I will go just a little bit into how you earn income. We're going to talk about it a little bit more in a few posts later throughout the day. So if you're interested in working the biz, we get 25% of all of our personal commissions. We do not earn income off of our own coaches. However, as we grow, we do earn something called a team cycle bonus that's based on your team's productivity. We also get the opportunity to earn free prizes each month for hitting goals, such as I've gotten different fitness equipment, fitness apparel, personal development books, different things, you name it, just little freebies. And in addition, I earned a free all-inclusive trip for me and a guest last March to Cancun, Mexico. And this year I've earned my free trip to on a cruise to the islands with my hubby and some other coaches on the team, which is super exciting, something I never would have seen in my future, especially as a teacher. So basically that's what coaching is in a nutshell. There's something for everyone, for the Beachbody family. So thank you guys for joining us today, and make sure to keep checking in as we'll be posting different topics throughout. So let us know if you have any questions, and thanks again.